Dear students, on your demand, now we bring the C language tutorial for class plus 2 in English. But I think this is not for class plus 2 only. This is for BCA student, for BTech student, for MCA student, and for everyone who want to learn C language. It is very simplified and very well explained video. According to me, when you will listen the whole video, you will understand the basic concept of C language. So I think now I don't waste your time, and I will start the C language tutorial or C language video so that you can learn C language easily. So my dear friends, let's start C language. What is C language? Before discussing about C language, what I want to tell you before that is what is language? What is a language? A language in which we can communicate to each other. That like I am communicating to you in English, so I am using the English language. So C language is the language with which I can communicate with the computer. But can computer understand C language? No. Computer only can understand binary language and binary language or machine level language. It cannot understand C language. So be clear about that. C language is the language which is not directly understood by the computer or compiler. We have to convert it, we have to translate the language in another form. So we discuss it later. First, what is C language? So C is a middle level language. How it is evolved? It is evolved from BCPL. Firstly, the language was BCPL. There was very much errors in the language. The industry, while using the BCPL, there are many problems in BCPL language. These problems slowly removed from BCPL, and a new language come into existence, that is called B language. B language is refined form of BCPL, but still there are very much errors in B language. So the errors of B language also removed, also shortened. The new language comes into existence by removing the drawbacks of B language. It was C language. So C language is a middle level language. Next question is when, where, and by whom the C language was developed. C language was developed in 1972. C language was developed in 1972. It was developed at, now listen carefully, we have to talk not at, we have to talk AT&T Bell Labs. It was developed at AT&T Bell Labs, California, USA, and it was developed by Dennis Ritchie. The name of the founder of C language was Dennis Ritchie. Third question, can computer directly understand C language? I told you before, computer cannot directly understand the C language. It need a language translator, and that translator is compiler. What compiler do? Compiler convert C into binary language and binary language into the human acceptable form like C or English. The role of the compiler. What is the role of the compiler? The next question is also what is compiler? The compiler is a translator. Its role is to convert high level language into low level language and low level language into high level language. It converts the whole program together. It takes the program code, convert into the binary language which is understandable by the computer. After getting the result from the computer, now it again convert in the high level language or middle level language. Some famous compilers are Turbo C, NCC, PowerC, Borland C, etc. are available in the market. Microsoft compiler is also available in the market. We can use any of them compiler to do our work. What is character set of C language? Like any other language, C also has its specific character set. What we can use that in character set are alphabet, digit, special character, white space. Alphabet like A to Z both in uppercase and in lowercase. Digit means 0 to 9. It means we can use number. Special character like hash and ampersand, etc. Escape sequence. What are escape sequence? We will discuss it later. Now next question is, what is white space character? White space means blank space. Here in C language we use some white space character like slash T for tab, slash R for carriage return, slash N for new line, slash V backslash V for vertical trap, and backslash F for form feed. And in single quote we can use space also. These are the white space character we use in C language. What is escape sequence? Escape sequence means an escape sequence is a sequence of character that doesn't represent itself. When we use inside a character or a string but is translated into another character or sequence of character that may be difficult or impossible to represent directly means. What does it mean here? In C, all escape sequence consist of two characters. First character is slash. Slash doesn't represent itself. It cannot do itself again. It depends on another character which we use with that. Like slash n is for new line character, slash t is for tab. So these escape sequence built with two characters. One is slash, which doesn't have any particular meaning in itself, and the second character describe what the escape sequence is used for. Like I have told you, slash n is for new line. Now next question is, what is token? In C language, token is the smallest unit that we cannot break further in smallest unit. Token is the smallest unit we cannot break in the further unit. A token is divided into six parts. One is keyword, another is operator, another is string, another is constant, another is special character, and the next one is identifier. So these are the tokens in the C language. What is keyword? Keyword are the reserved words, means they have a special meaning. Keyword can be command and a parameter. It can be command also. Every language has a set of keyword. Every language has some words which have a particular meaning. We use them for that particular reserved meaning. We cannot use them elsewhere in the language. These reserved names has a specific purpose of using them, like void, like int, like float. There are lots of other keywords in the C language. We will discuss it later, the complete set of keywords with you. The next question is identifier. Identifiers are the name of entity in a C program, such as variable, array, function, structure, union, labels. The name that you give to them are known as identifiers. An identifier can be composed of only uppercase, lowercase letters, underscore or digit, but should start only with alphabet or with an underscore. We cannot start an identifier with a digit, or we cannot start an identifier with a special character. It is suggested to use lowercase characters in identifier, else we can also use uppercase, but the suggestion is given to use lowercase in identifiers. In naming that particular, we use lowercase. What is special characters in C language? Escape sequence, I discussed before that. White space character, these are special characters in C language. So dear, next topic is operator. An operator is a symbol that tells the compiler to perform a certain mathematical or logical or any else manipulation. Operators are used in a program to manipulate data or manipulate variables. So, what types of variable operators we have in C language? We have the following types. First is arithmetic operator like plus, minus, multiply, divide. Second is relational operator like greater than, less than, greater than, equal to, less than, equal to. Third, logical operator, logical and, logical or, logical not. Fourth is bitwise operator that operate on bits. Fifth is assignment operator, which is used to assign the value. Sixth is conditional operator, which are used to for a particular condition. Seventh is special operator. So we will discuss these types of operator in our coming lecture or other tutorials I will send to you day by day. Then next thing is arithmetic operator. What is arithmetic operator? You know very well arithmetic operator is used to perform arithmetic calculation. We have following arithmetic operator in C language. These are of two types, unary and binary. Examples are plus, minus, multiply, divide and modulus. Binary operator, these are binary operator because they need two operands, and another is plus plus and minus minus. These are unary operator because it works on single operand. There is another operator negation which use only single operand. It is also a unary operator. In this way, arithmetic operators are used to perform mathematical calculations. Next question is relational operator. Then relational operator is used to specify the relation between two elements. It gives us value in the form of 0 and 1. 1 means true, 0 means false. We have the following relational operator: greater than, less than, greater than equal to, less than equal to and not equal to. We use them to for comparison, and after making that particular comparison, it gives the result in the forms of true and false. True means 1, false means 0. The next question is, what is assignment operator? Assignment operator is used to assign the value of variable of instruction to another. We denote it by equal to, the symbol equal to. It assigns the value of right hand side expression to left hand side variable. Now, an expression may be a single digit or a set of characters or operators. Like in our example, C is equal to A plus B. In this example, after adding A and B, we assign the value to the variable C. So we are assigning the value A and B to C. What is logical operator? The logical operator, it also gives the result in the forms of true and false. Like we have and, logical and, this combine two conditions. We can join two conditions and both of them must be true, then it will give the result true. The another operator is OR, then next operator is NOT. It is like you have studied gates in digital electronics, AND gate, OR gate, NOT gate. In that subject we call them gate. Here we call them operator. AND operator, OR operator, NOT operator. Next question is, what is bitwise operator? So bitwise, here we are taking example of bitwise OR in C or C++, takes two number as operand and does OR on every bit of operator. So the conclusion we can find from the first line I have read, that bitwise operator operate on bits. The result of OR is 1 if any of them is 1. If any of them is 1, the result will be 1. If both of them is 0, the result will be 0. Like that, or we can use XOR and many other bitwise operator, left shift, right shift, to shift the bit to the left side or to the right side, means it works on the bits. What is bit? Bit is 0 and 1. So so we can work on bits with bitwise operator. How many bitwise operator are there? Bitwise AND, bitwise OR, XOR, bitwise NOT, left shift, right shift. What is conditional operator? So these are the main operator in the C language because these are ternary operators. Why these are called the main operator? Because using these operator we can check a particular condition without using the conditional statement. We can use the condition using these operator. These operators are used in decision making. It also returns the value in terms of true and false. We have the following conditional operator, question mark and colon. These are called question mark and colon work as if else. Now the next is special operator. What are special operator? Special operator are like typecast operator, reference operator, address of operator, pointer operator. These are the special operator of C language. They have particular work assigned to them. When we use them, we understand the working of special operator. The next question, which is very much important, what is data type? Then what is data type? Data type specify the type of data in the memory, means what type of data we are going to store in the memory, so that we can occupy the space in the memory. These are used to declare the data in the program. It specifies the size of the data and the range of the data. In C language we have two types of data type. One is basic data type. It is also called primary data type, which are already built in the language, like int, float, double, long int, etc. Second is derived data types. The word derived data types we are using here means those data types which we can make using basic data type. Without basic data type, we cannot make derived data type. So derived data types are like array, pointer, function, structure, union. Another data type which we use in C language are Boolean, enum, and complex data type. So, so this is the chart of data type describing the size of data type and format specifier that we use for particular data type, like int. Int usually take 2 bytes, and sometime in some compilers it takes 4 bytes. Character take 1 byte. Float means decimal number take 4 bytes. Double take 8 bytes. Short int 2 bytes. Unsigned int 2 usually 4. Long int 4 8. Long int at least 8 usually 10. Unsigned long int 4. Unsigned long int at least 8. Signed char. Unsigned char 1 1 double 10 usually 12. So these are the data types and their particular size. Now we come on the format specifier. So what is format specifier? Format specifier, like we are using percentage %d for integer. Percentage %d indicates the compiler that we are using the integer value in that particular memory space. In that way, we use percentage %c for character. It indicates the compiler that we are using a character in that particular memory location. What is format specifier? In C programming, need a lot of format specifier to work with various data types. Format specifier define the type of data to be printed on standard output, whether to print formatted output or to take formatted input. We need format specifier. Format specifier are also called format string. Like I have described you, percentage %d is used for integer. It describes the compiler or memory that we are going to store integer in case of input, and in case of output it describes that we are going to print an integer. So these are format specifiers are also called format strings. What is constant? Constant is a fixed value that are used in a program. The value of constant remains same during the execution of the program. It, we cannot change the value. It cannot change itself. These are also called literals. It may be any type of data. For example, 15.25. These are all are constant. We can declare a constant using const keyword, const, like const int a10. Now the value of a is defined as constant. It will not change during the execution of the program. Next is, what is variable? A variable is the name given to the storage area of memory where a program manipulates or stores data. The value of a variable may be changed during the execution of the program. It may belong to any type of data. Rules of naming a variable are: variable name must begin with letter and underscore. We cannot start with a symbol. Variable are case sensitive, means uppercase and lowercase are different. Either the spellings are same. They can be constructed with digits and letters. No special symbols are allowed other than underscore. Sum, average, underscore value are some examples of variable name. There are three types of variable in C program. First is local variable, whose life retained within that particular function. Second is global variable that we can access in all part of the program. Third is external variable. So what is environmental variable? Environmental variable is a variable that will be available for all C application and C program. We can access these variables from anywhere in a C program without declaring or initializing in an application or C program. It is inbuilt in the language. We can use in any program. The inbuilt functions which are used to access, modify, and set these environment variables are called environmental functions. There are three functions which are used to access, modify, and assign an environment variable in C. They are set env, get env, and put env. These are the three functions that we use to assess that particular environmental variable. These are in the environment of the C. We can use them as required. What is identifiers? Identifiers are the name given to variable or function like int sum, float average. Sum and average are the variables, are the identifiers. What is instruction? The main part of a C program is instruction. Instruction is a statement which is used to perform a particular task. It cannot be divided. We give instruction to a computer to perform a particular task. We cannot break a single instruction. What is a program? A program is a set of executable instructions that can perform a particular task. The instructions in a program are written in a particular order so that a task can be performed. The order of the instruction must be specific so that task can be performed. The set of instruction must be organized is very important. If we are going to do something, it must be written in a specific manner. If it is not written in a specific manner or a specific order, it will not perform anything. What is a software? A group of programs that allow a task to perform in computer is called software. These programs or procedures are combined together to perform a specific activity. We cannot touch a software. The software that we use in our computer are of two types, basically are of two types. First is system software and the second is application software. Next question is how the instruction ends in C program. The N instruction ends with semicolon in C program. Remember that whenever we write an instruction, it will end with the semicolon. Write the types of statement in C program. So what are the types of statements? Number one, declaration statement. Number two, input output statement. Number three, mathematical and logical statement. Number four, control statement. And in the control statement, we have further four types. One is sequential control, second is conditional control, third is looping, fourth is jumping, which we will discuss later. Now, what is sequential statement? A brief discussion we are doing here about sequential statement means the instruction execute in the same order in which they are written, one by one. We cannot change the order of the execution of instruction. They will be execute as they are written in a program like 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. Second is what is conditional control statement. In the conditional control statement, the program execute as per condition. The instruction execute as per condition. If the condition is true, then one part of the program or instruction will be executed. If the condition is false, then another part will be executed. So the conditional statement execute the instruction as per given condition. We have following types of conditional statement. Number is if else, number one if, number two if else, number three multiple if, number four nested if else. With these basic four types, we have two more types. One is if else ladder, another is nested if. We use them as per requirement. What is looping or iterational statement? A looping is a process to iterate a particular block of statement for a specific number of time or till then the condition is true. We can repeatedly execute a particular block of statement using loops. We have three types of loop in C language. One is for loop, second is while loop, third is do while loop. For and while, these both loops are pre-tested loops because in these loops first the condition is checked. If the condition is true, then loop will execute, otherwise control goes out of loop. But using do while, first the loop will execute, then the condition is checked after execution of the loop. So, in the case of do while loop execute at least once, either the condition is true or false. That's why do while loop is called post tested loop. So, if I ask you one question, which loop execute at least once, either the condition is true or the condition is false. In that case, do while loop, because do while loop is a post tested loop, condition checked in the end, loop will execute without checking the condition. So loop execute at least once whether the condition is true or false. What is preprocessor directive? Preprocessor directives are lines included in a program that begin with a character hash. They are invoked by the compiler to process some program before compilation. Using these, we can include specific header files in a program so that we can use specific library functions which are already defined in the language. Example hash include stdio.h. Using this, we are including standard input output header file in a program so that we can use the built-in functions printf and scanf in a program. So this is an example of preprocessor directive. What are the types of preprocessor directives in C language? We have four types of preprocessor directive in a language. Number one, macro. Number two, header file inclusion, like I have given the example in the last question. Number three, conditional compilation. Number four, another other directives. So we will discuss them in detail in later videos so that you can understand the working of preprocessor directive very well. When the preprocessor directive are executed, I've told you preprocessor directives are executed before the compilation of the program. Next question, with which symbol we include the preprocessor directives or header file in a program? The symbol is hash. Next question, what are input statements? Input statements are those statements which are used to accept the data from the user. These accept the values from the keyboard to perform processing. Mostly we use scanf input statement to accept the input from the user. Next question is, what is output statement? Output statement are those statements which are used to provide output to the user. These display output to output device like monitor or LED, etc. Mostly we use printf statement function for output. It display our output on monitor. Right, the types of input output statements. We have two types of input output statement or functions. These are formatted input output function like printf, scanf. In these we can take output and give input as per user format. So these are called print formatted input output, and unformatted input output function are gets puts. We cannot format the input output using unformatted input output function.